All right, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. In the last video, we stopped at question number 5, where we found the number of sides of this polygon. Please check out that video. Today, we are continuing with question number 6. In question number 6, we're told that a line x plus y equals to 7 is drawn on the grid, and we are being told to draw another line on that grid. We are being told to draw the line y equals 2x plus 1 on the grid, and then use the graph to solve these simultaneous equations. Okay, so let's take this one step at a time. The first thing for you to do here is to draw on this grid the line y equals to x plus 1. Now, if you compare this particular equation to the general equation of a straight line, we have y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. So this equation we've been given is y equals 2x plus 1. Now, if you compare the coefficient of x here, being m as the gradient and 2 down here, it means our gradient for the line we've been asked to draw is what? 2. So you're drawing a line that has a gradient of 2 and a y-intercept of 1. What does the y-intercept mean? It means where the line cuts the y-axis. So to draw this line, I just need 2 points. To draw any line, I need 2 points. All right. So the very first point that is obvious from this equation is when y is equal to 1 when x is 0. That's the y-intercept, this spot here. Okay, now we need another pair of points. You could do one of two things. You could just substitute into your equation, since your graph is this big. Say, okay, when x is 2, what is y? You could do that. Or work with the fact that your gradient is 2. So remember, gradient is rise over run. So if I am going to rise by 2, I will run by 1. What does that mean? I move just 1 box on the x-axis, but I need to move 2 boxes on the y-axis. So here is another point for this line. I hope you understand what I did there. Okay, so 2 options. You either pick up a coordinate of x and say, oh, when x is 2, what is y? If I plug that in here, y will be 2 times 2 plus 1, which is what? 4 plus 1, which is 5. Okay, so I need a pair of a point that has the coordinates 2, 5. If I plot that 2, 5, okay, you see it's still aligning with the original 2 points I had. So you could do either of the above. Now we're going to draw a line through our point. Okay. My line isn't perfect, so I'm going to do it again. Yeah, that looks more like it. All right, now we have drawn the required line. All right, now we've been asked to use this solution or our graph now to solve this simultaneous equation. Now, you might be wondering, there's no simultaneous equation anywhere. No, you do have a pair of simultaneous equations. How? You have 2 equations given originally. They are the same equations that have been written down here. Now, to solve a pair of simultaneous equations with a graph, all you need to do is to plot both and identify the point of intersection of the 2 lines. In this case, right here, this is the point of intersection of these 2 graphs. All right, at the point of intersection, you have your solutions to the pair of simultaneous equations. Therefore, at that point, we have our x value being 2. So the solution will be 2. and our y value being 5. The solution is going to be 5. So that's the solution pair for the graph as shown above. Okay, now let's move on to question number 7. Write the recurring decimal 0.26 recurring as a fraction. The first thing you need to realize is that the dot here is only on 6. So it means that this number is actually 0.266666. That's what it is. It's only the 6 that is recurring because it's the one that has the dot on it. All right. So to solve this question, we would say that our x, that is, let x be that, the number we're actually dealing with is that, recurring. Then we'll find what 10x is. 10x will be given by, you know, when you multiply a decimal by 10, the decimal point just moves one place. So 10x will be what? 2.6666 and so on. And then we need 100x. 100x will be what? 26.6666 and so on. Why did I need 10x or 100x? Whenever you need to write a recurring decimal as a fraction, you want to multiply the recurring decimal by multiples of 10. That will enable you have your decimal portion of the answer being same. When I multiplied the original number by 10, my decimal portion became 6666666 and so on. So that is why I now multiplied by 100. And that will also give a decimal portion being 6666. When I subtract these two numbers, the decimal part goes off and so I'm left with a fraction. Still confused? Just stay with me. Now I'm going to subtract this. Okay? 100x minus 10x is going to be 90x. 26.666666 minus 2.666666, that is 24. All right, can you see we're able to get rid of the decimal? So to find our x will be given by what? 24 over 90. That is it. But please note that the question is very specific, that you should give your answer in its simplest form. This fraction can be taken to a simpler form. All right, so what number can go in both 24 and 90? I think 6 can go in 24. That will give us 4. 6 here, 15. So in its simplest form, we have a fraction of 4 over 15. So 4 over 15 is our final answer. If you do not simplify this fraction, you will not be getting full marks. I hope you understand. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video where we will be working on vectors. All right. Thank you. See you later.